Hello, 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 and welcome back to Luminous's Intuitive Talks, where we receive divine messages, advice, warnings, things we would like to hear, and things we would rather not. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. All right, so I will be doing another book read for you guys from my book, What's This Mess? More like What's the Message? Okay, so today I will be reading from chapter 7 today. Okay, and chapter seven's title is Matrix Dodge, Negative People, and Opinions. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my reading glasses so that I can see. All right, so here we go. So basically, this chapter is going to talk about, dealing with negative or toxic people, learning how to not engage into their negative energies, not to engage in, any kind of toxic situations that would lead to, you know, disaster. So let's go ahead and begin our read, okay? So this chapter starts off with everywhere you go, there will constantly be somebody that always has something negative to say about somebody. Have you ever been around somebody who is always judging someone and pointing out everybody's flaws but their own? That energy can be quite annoying sometimes because there are actually people who think there is absolutely nothing wrong with them. Like God just made them this perfect being. It makes you want to tell them about themselves and let them know what they need to work on before trying to reveal everyone else's flaws. Remember the saying, sweep under your own porch before trying to look for dirt on someone else's porch. Okay? Now, for those of you who dwell in the Bible, like I said, I always include scriptures for you guys as well. So in Timothy chapter 3, verse 5, it says, "For if someone does not know to manage his own household, how can he care for the church of God?" Also, in Isaiah 38, it talks about putting your house in order. If you find yourself around those kinds of individuals, remove yourself from them and that energy. Strangers will talk bad about you. Friends will talk bad about you. And even family will talk bad about you as well. When you are confident in who you are, those insults or opinions won't faze you one bit. In most cases, those who are doing it to you have their own insecurities and inner work that needs managing. Insecure people have tendencies to put other people on the spot so that they can cover up their own imperfections, like a bully would in school, doing their best to bring you and your self-esteem down. It's sad, but a lot of people don't want to see you happy or win. When people cannot find their own success or self-love, they will try to come after and ruin yours. And it's funny how I wrote that 3 years ago. because that is exactly something that is happening to me right now. Right now. It's like when you become a person who has a goal or who has, better intentions and things in mind to go after other than people, you know, you become a target. It's like people get offended by your success. People will get offended by, you loving yourself and having self care. People will get offended by the smallest things. You could be a sexy person. A person will be mad and jealous and do anything to sabotage you just because you look good. You could have a pocket full of money or whatever, and people will literally try to set you up, rob you, kill you, do all kind of things just for that little money. Like, people really will do the most. People will literally just absolutely just do anything and everything to win at all costs. And it's a sad thing in today's society because most people are after greed. They're they lust for money. They lust for things that just don't matter, materialistic things. So, and it's sad, and they actually target people who are actually, earning what they profit or whatever, or somebody who deserves whatever they're getting. They will really target you. Say if you're trying to do better, guess what? You're going against the grain. Like, what are you doing? Everybody else is doing this. What are you doing? You become a target, and it's really sad because you expect for people to, be happy for you. You expect for people to, cheer you on and want for you to do better, but that's not how today's world works. Especially sadly speaking amongst the I don't want to play the race card or whatever, but when it comes to black people, they would rather, other races work together more than African Americans do. Because it's like other races would come together for families, other races would come together and take care of each other. African Americans will literally do their best to try to tear each other down. They're competing, they're trying to outwin each other, and it's just ridiculous. Like, for what? We're all in this same boat together. Like, why not help each other to not drown? I mean, make it make sense. But here we go. Jealousy comes in many forms through many people, so guard yourself at all times. The most unexpected people that are after you can be the ones closest to you, that you love or think love you, such as family and friends. Those same people that smile in your face, say they love you, they care about you, and they act as if they're all for you, but really they're against you. Probably over jealousy, probably because they just don't like you, or they're just putting on a front or trying to use you for something. Especially if you're a good person, people like to take advantage of that. And that's just, it's sad. So your best support will come through a stranger faster than those closest to you. I'm sorry, guys, if I keep looking out the window and I'm waiting on a package. So, the guy's running late. So, I'm like, where's my order? It has to do with the business. And, I'm trying to get the launch going for you guys. So, he's probably going to be the reason why the launch will be delayed. So, heads up in advance. Anyway, just like being parallel to Mark 6 and 4 in the Bible, where it says, a prophet has no honor in his own hometown. Think about it. If the Bible, like God is literally saying, like, you can't even be a positive role model in your own hometown. You want to know why? Because maybe you have a past, maybe you have a history, and people don't like to let things go. People don't like to move forward. People don't like to evolve and change. So they like to hold on to what was and, the person who you used to be. So, say if you changed and started doing better for yourself, there will actually be people out here who start to get mad and annoyed or irritated by the fact that you don't want to do what you used to do, or you don't want to act the way you used to act, or participate in the things that they still want to participate in. But guess what? It's okay to outgrow people. We do it all the time. There's nothing wrong with outgrowing people. All right? So it says his people wouldn't support him. Exactly what I was just saying. You know, those people, they're not going to support because they're like, this is new. This is different. We don't know you as this person, and we don't like it because a lot of people do not like change, or they're resistant to change. So when you have grown in some way or another, the people that know you the most will always incorporate the new you with who you used to be or who they think you are. They are so busy holding on to who you used to be that they fail to see who you've become. Even when those people make you want to be defensive, do not feed into it, because when we do that, we generate more energy. We generate more energy to the negative energy. I always tell my daughter, when there is a person trying to create conflict, to always be the bigger person and walk away. And it's funny because literally to this day, I would ask my daughter, what do you do if somebody's bothering you or harassing you or being mean to you? You know what she says? I don't care. I don't care. That's their problem. I don't care, Mama. I'm just going to walk away. I don't care. And I love it because that means my baby was listening. She adhered to what I said, and she used it for her advantage, because she used to have a little boy that would pick on her in school. And one day, I was like, react when you really have to. And my baby's a sweetie. My oldest, D, she's a sweetie. She will do anything. She's like a mama. She's sweet. She's loving. She's caring. But if you make her mad, all of that goes out the window. So she ended up spazzing out on the little boy. And from that point on, we didn't hear anything else because she knew how to handle herself the right way. It was like at first, it's like dudes being annoying. But, when he started, I guess he was pulling her hair and just doing the most. And she wasn't having it at that point because now he's physically putting his hands on her. And now he's causing a problem that needs to be dealt with. It is what it is. My baby didn't put her hands on him or anything. She handled it the right way. She gave him warning, and he got his little ass on. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. He got his butt on. Because just like God says, warning comes before destruction. Stop playing. Stop playing with people, okay? So let negative people look stupid by themselves. Because once you leave, they have nothing left to attack. Sometimes you got to leave people sitting there arguing with themselves or looking stupid or competing by themselves, because you know what? They're probably doing it for some kind of attention, or they want to, like I said, win at all costs or make you look bad to whoever for whatever reason so that they can feel like a winner. And in the end, they become the loser. So, have you ever heard people say that when two people are arguing from a distance, they both look dumb? So imagine you see two people just sitting there arguing, acting a fool, acting crazy. Guess what? You're gonna be looking like, what the hell's going on here? Like, what's going on? Like, you're not gonna be like, oh, I see who's good and oh, I see who's in the wrong, or you're not gonna do that. Your first thought is going to be, what's going on and why y'all acting a fool out here? Because y'all both look like clowns. So reason of this is because you don't know who started what. Like I just said, you don't know what happened. You just got there and all you see is two people arguing, looking crazy and embarrassing themselves. So all you see is two people arguing about most likely nothing. So yeah, even though telling those people off seems like your best interest, it's not. Not responding and watching them blow a gasket will feel way more rewarding than raising your own blood pressure to win an argument. So I'm going to tell you now, the only time I step in and stand up or say anything is if something needs to be said. But if you ain't making no noise, no sense, or it's irrelevant, I'm not even going to engage into it. I'm just going to let you talk your mess and I'm going to keep it moving because I'm nonchalant anyway. I don't care. Learn to not care about those things. There's no point. Choose where you focus your energy. While they're miserable and bashing you, there's others loving every move you make and loving you for it. So for those haters, you still have people who love you. And, you have to take the energy of love over the energy of hate. You just have to, because, why absorb the negative energy when you could absorb love? The hell with those people. What are you mad for? What are you hating for? What are you starting stuff for? What do you want? What is your point? What are you trying to gain? Clout? That's dumb. Another thing is that the same energy that they try to throw your way will always boomerang right back to them anyway, from the same people that's watching. Because people eventually start to see who those people are, see their true colors. It's like, yo, you been a hater for what? Why are you harassing this person? Why are you trying to start something? Like, what, like I just said, what are you gaining from it? You start to look crazy. You start to look a mess. And the hater is starting to show on the forehead. Okay? It's no longer a hidden agenda to sneak this and do all this stuff, It's no longer hidden. It's like you're clearly jealous, you're clearly mad, you're clearly a hater. You clearly don't have a life to sit there and target people who's not doing a damn thing to you. Okay? Get yourselves together. Sometimes that's what you got to tell people. Like, get yourself together. Okay? Like, where's your goal? You're hating on another person's goal when you could be building and working towards yours. You're wasting time. We spend too much time dwelling on the people who do not serve us over the people who love us the most. There's another scripture that can help to support this theory, as it does in 2 Samuel chapter 19, verse 6, which reads, "You love those who hate you and hate those who love you. For you have made it clear today that the commanders and soldiers mean nothing to you. I know today that if Absalom were alive and all of us were dead, it would have pleased you. That scripture spoke of when Joab, one of King David's servants, went into the house where the king was to speak to King David, who had disgraced his servants that had saved him and his family from his son Absalom, who had tried to kill them. So, it's showing, basically that statement is saying, like, that scripture is, it's talking about people of this world. They'll show more love to the enemy than they would a person who really loves them. They'll sit there and betray someone who will do anything for them, give them the shirt off their backs, just to please people who can care less about them. Okay? Just to please people who are ready to backstab them. And it makes no sense, but hey, you got to let people learn their lesson. If that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. Okay? Sometimes you got to be that genie and allow people, or be that genie and grant people's wish. If they want to betray you and do all this stupid stuff, okay, go ahead. But you're going to get your karma for it. Do what you feel you got to do. But believe, you will not be able to run and hide when judgment comes for you. So briefly, the servants and commanders who loved the king so much were very upset and confused of why, even after they put in heavy work to help him live, the king was upset that they killed Absalom before Absalom tried to even kill him. So it's like, you're mad because we saved you from somebody who tried to kill you? That's like when God comes in and saves you from an enemy, and now you're mad at God because God saved you or caused that person to, be cast out of your life. People become angry and hurt and sad, and they're like, oh my God, why did this happen? Why did this happen to me? Or, oh my God, I hate life. I don't, they start to speak damnation over themselves. They start to slander and, do all these things against God, the one who was trying to love you and keep you safe, because they're upset about losing someone who secretly was trying to kill you, secretly trying to betray you, sabotage you, harm you, steal from you, okay? Working with other people to do things to you, to bring you down in any kind of way, okay? So, you know what? We got to open our eyes. We have to open our eyes to these people, because the same people you think love you could be the same people who want you to fail, who want you to fall, who want you to just quit, okay? Who want to take from you, who want to use you, who want to manipulate you, who want to harm you, okay? We have to open our eyes. Now, it is highly upsetting how you can relate King David to some people in today's society, because so many would prefer to win with the enemy rather than to win with the people who have eternal love for them. It is great to always love our enemies and come from a place of harmony, but we cannot forget about those whom helped us to get where we are. I deeply believe that people thrive amongst the enemy because of the need to impress them. Like I was saying, people do things to try to be a people pleaser, but you're being a people pleaser to the wrong people. That's where most of us go wrong and end up draining our own energy. Let's try to sit down and take a minute to ask ourselves, who are we really doing things for and why? Why do we put so much effort where it is not appreciated? It's needed that we stop trying to impress the mass and do things for ourselves. We cannot impress everybody. It's impossible and highly draining. Do what makes you happy. And if you should just so happen to get an impressed crowd, then add that as a bonus. But never waste your time trying to reach everybody. Frustration will come into play, and then you will allow the negative vibes to get into you. And that's not what we want. Being ourselves and accepting our own uniqueness and what we distribute is so rewarding. And it really is. When you start to show love for yourself and care about yourself and do things that are in your best interest, it's so rewarding because God sees you. God sees your heart. God sees what you're doing. God sees your intention. Having a pure heart or being a pure person is not being a perfect person. It's being a person with a good heart, a person who cares about other people, a person who fights for what is right, a person who tries to do everything from their best intention. We're not all going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to do toxic stuff from time to time. But guess what? Is it intentionally? Do you do it all the time? Is that really even you? Or are you absorbing energies from other people and just, trying to follow the crowd? Sometimes that's what it is. So being ourselves and accepting our own uniqueness and what we distribute is so rewarding. This falls back into loving yourself in everything you come with. True happiness comes from your heart. Impress yourself before trying to impress the world. And that's what I live for every day. I stopped trying to be a people pleaser, and I just started trying to just help people be better. I made myself better, so now I know it's possible. A lot of people don't think it's possible. Some people don't heal. Some people don't change. Some people can't because they're so stuck and blocked and confused and just don't know how to heal themselves from those toxic ways, behaviors, and people and stuff like that. Sometimes it takes a really long time to do that, and it did for me. But guess what? I'm here. I'm strong, I'm back, and I'm better. So we cannot keep destroying our own peace of mind. Protect your vibes. I realize that it is our own selves who have to choose how we deal with other people. The more we engage in the nonsense, the more satisfied they feel about getting a reaction out of you. Never fail to invest in your peace of mind daily. So always invest in peace of mind, okay? Remember to meditate. Get out into nature. Go on walks. Or out to a beautiful secluded place by yourself. Or you can do this with a loved one. Someone you can trust. Someone you know who's really there for you, okay? Someone who you know is on the same levels or paths or frequencies, okay? Just a good friend, a good family member. Someone that's good to you. Find serenity, peace, and love wherever or however it may suit you. Say, for example, that you are an empath, such as myself. You want to find strong methods on how to protect your vibes. Being an empath means that you are a person that is highly sensitive to other people's energies and vibrations in the environment that surrounds you and can be easily affected by them. Here are some great ways to matrix dodge negativity. And I just love my title because it's so funny. Because when you think of the Matrix, what do you think of? That Matrix dodge. Soon as they started shooting, what do you do? Just, you got to learn how to dodge that stuff. You got to learn how to dodge it. We got to learn how to dodge it. Limit your vulnerability to it. Figure out what it is about yourself that is attracting that energy. Have compassion and look deeper into the source of the negative energy. Lastly, find a way to spiritually purify the matter around you, like through prayer. The more we practice keeping our focus on ourselves and what's really important, the more we can expand our minds in those pure thoughts. I would like to bring up the word criticism. You have destructive criticism, and then you have constructive criticism. Expect to receive both kinds throughout your life and learn the difference between them. Destructive criticism is when somebody's criticism is to destroy somebody else's self-esteem or creation intentionally. Constructive criticism is when somebody is offering valid, responsible advice and criticism to help somebody gain from, opposed to bashing them. Now that we are refamiliarized with deciphering between the two, choose which one you'll accept or pay most attention to. Even though what we hear may hurt, it's either for a good reason to help or is a personal feeling or opinion from the person who felt the need to say it. For those, sometimes you just have to say, hey, look, I'm not sorry for what you don't like about me or my creation, but I am sorry you feel that way. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, but it does not have to affect you. Be clear on your own goals and dreams. Then remember to work on manifesting them. Continue to build your confidence in yourself little by little every day. Get away from your own negative thoughts. Tell yourself uplifting, positive things about yourself that you like. And always give yourself unconditional love. Focusing on yourself gives you less time to focus on everyone else and what they are doing or saying. So like for me, when it comes to like social media and stuff like that, like if there's literally a person out there who's talking shit or trying to bash me or, saying little sly, slick shit, 9 times out of 10, I don't know about it because again, I don't care. So, be resistant to dumb shit. Let's just be real. I'm just going to say it like that. Be resistant to the dumb shit. You become unreachable when you distance yourself from unnecessary drama. Then you begin to attract the right kind of people and energy that'll help you to succeed. They will start to uplift you and even praise you and your hard work. Shifting your focus to the more beneficial things will always be a rewarding experience. You'll have your highs and lows, but expect greatness every time. Is it easy? No. Nobody ever said it would be. Now, is it worth it? Definitely. So that's the end of chapter 7. Okay, and again, chapter 7 was called Matrix Dodging Negative Energies and People. Right? Let me make sure that's what the title was. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was because, Matrix Dodge Negative People and Opinions. So that's what we just have to do sometimes. You can't always let people get the best of you. Let people have their ill intentions. Let people talk. Let people be mad. Let people be jealous. Let people gossip. Let people slander. Who cares? Because it's not stopping anything. And if you let it stop you, then that was your fault. You know, you can't let these people stop you. You can't let these people control your emotions and make you feel any bad way about yourself, because you rather be a better person and they rather stay stuck and confused and lost. Let them. If you don't want to elevate and move up and be a better person, then that's you. That's your life. That's your life. But you can't expect nothing good from that. So I just wanted to read that for you guys because I really felt that was an important topic, definitely for the energies that are going on around. I definitely know about what's going on out here. I could definitely feel the energies, and I damn sure know the people who are, sending those types of energies and doing those types of things. Even though I don't see them, I know it. Intuitively, I know it. God tells me, okay, I receive my download. Spirit lets me know what's what, who's doing what, what's going on, and when I need to get away from them. So that's how it works. When you listen to, like I was telling you guys from the last chapter, was that chapter 5? Listening, letting the universe guide you. That's exactly what I was telling you. That's one of the things we have to do. Let the universe guide you away from those people, and let the universe guide you to what is right and what is for you. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right here today. Thank you guys for tuning in to Luminous's Intuitive Talks, okay, where we receive what? Divine messages, advice, warnings, things we don't want to hear, and things we rather not. So again, if you guys are interested in purchasing my book, it's on Amazon. It's called What's This Mess? More like What's the Message? So I will have the link for that in the description. Okay. Also, if you guys are interested in poetry and you guys like to read about that, and if you like relatable poetry, usually most poetry is relatable, but this is definitely super relatable because the name of the book that me and my co-author, writer friend wrote is called Truths of Self, Love, and Relationships. So definitely it's relatable because everybody has truths about self. Everybody has truth about relationships, gone through traumatic situations, heartbreaking situations. We all have gone through things, and basically what this book is doing is expressing emotions and feelings and things about what has transpired and gone on, and stuff like that. So definitely his name is Driq Wright as well. So if you guys would like to check him out, I will also have his links in the description as always, because I like to show love and support as well. So definitely guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I might do another video for you guys today. If you guys would like for me to do a spread for you guys, go ahead and comment in one of the videos, one of the whichever videos that have the open comment section. Go ahead and comment that you'd like me to do more spreads. Okay, maybe comment your sign of what you'd like me to do. Because like I said, I do readings, of course, but I mostly like to just teach and give channeled messages. So I'm not gonna always be doing spreads and readings and stuff like that, but if that's what you guys want, I'll give it to you guys. So all right, so thank you guys, like I said, for tuning in. Hit that like, subscribe, hit your notification bells, and thank you again for tuning in to Luminous's Intuitive Talks. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.